Alright, so last week we were up here upstairs and we finished putting the subfloor down and getting all the partition walls stood up. But there's a couple places that the ceilings were angled where the wall met it, and I did not put the studs in those spots when I was standing the walls up. So I've got to go back and fill in a couple of studs now, and there's a couple of small spots that I've got to frame up some walls, like around the chimney and around the closets and things. So that's what I want to try and work on this week, is finishing up the framing upstairs. So it's not going to be a whole lot of progress as far as seeing big changes, but it will be something we can get checked off and say that we've finished it. So let's go ahead and get started on that and see how much of it we can get knocked out. All right, so I'm going to start on the bathroom here. There's, I believe, 2 studs right here that need to go in. And again, I didn't put them in because this top plate stops right here and the studs go over here, so there wasn't anything to nail those two. So I'll come back and put a 2x across there and then put those 2 studs in to finish that wall out. Then I need a bottom plate here across the back, and I need to put 3 or 4 studs in right there for that back wall. I've got to do this other corner back here. I got to put in the last few studs where the ceiling is angled there. And then also I've got 2 small walls to put in right here where the chimney is going to come up through the floor, and then the tub will go between this wall and this wall. So let's go ahead and get started on that and see if we can knock this bathroom out and finish it up. Alright, so now that all the studs are in on the bathroom walls here, and I've gone ahead and drawn the lines for the 2 walls that surround the stovepipe. What I did was I went ahead and I cut the top and bottom plates for those walls, and I've got them stacked up there, and I'm just going to draw off where the studs will be on them, and then we'll go ahead and frame those up and get those nailed up into place. Alright, that finishes up the framing on this equipment closet here. And again, we're going to put the HVAC equipment right here. The ductwork will run out the back there to go this way, and we'll probably also have some ductwork that's going to go up into the attic here. This room is not going to have a ceiling on it, and the insides of these walls are not going to be finished, and this back wall is probably not going to get finished either. So on this 2x6 wall, all of our water lines are going to come through this. We'll have a tankless water heater mounted on it right around in here, and a PEX manifold over here to be able to shut off all the runs, and that should do it for our equipment closet. So like I said, the walls probably won't get sheetrock in this room because there's really just no point in it. This is going to be an unfinished equipment room, and it's going to be open to the attic spaces on the ends and up in the roof. So the next thing I want to do is try and work on Nathaniel's room a little bit. So let's go ahead and see if we can finish the last few studs there on his front wall, and then maybe work on his closet. Alright, so that's going to do it for this week's video. I didn't make a whole lot of visible progress, but I did get a few things checked off. I got the 2 walls in the upstairs bathroom framed in. That's going to create the alcove for the bathtub and a small closet for a chimney. And then I got my son's closet framed in. And then anywhere that I had stood a wall up that met the angled roof, I had left the studs out where the roof was angled, and I've gotten those filled in. So we did get some progress. It's just not a big visible change. And then for next week's video, I'm hoping to be able to do the closet in my study and a little bit of cleanup work on the dormers. And then there's a wall in the laundry room downstairs that I need to pull out. It's made out of 2x4 right now, and I've decided I'm going to run some of the plumbing down through it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that wall out and replace it with 2x6 studs, so I have a little extra room in the wall. But anyway, for this week's video, that's gonna do it. Let me show you real quick what the closet and the bathroom look like, and then we'll get out of here for this week. Y'all can check back and see what we do next week. Okay, so this is Nathaniel's bedroom, and we just finished framing in his closet here. So he's got a spot here that's going to be 3-foot wide shelves, floor to ceiling. Then he's got a 7-foot wide closet, and then there's going to be another section of 3-foot wide shelves here. So he should have plenty of shelving and plenty of closet up here. So now let's take a look at the bathroom area. Alright, so this is the upstairs bathroom. This is the doorway coming in, and we added these 2 walls here. And that makes the alcove for the full-size bathtub that we're going to put in right here. And then it also creates this little closet area, or whatever you want to call it, for the stovepipe from the wood stove that we're going to put in downstairs. The stovepipe will come up through the center of that to pass up through the roof. So